Campbell. I assume you have the appropriate ISI documents. Go north to Elm Street, where you will receive further instructions. Make sure you're not followed. Press eject now. Until you reach J.P. Rock Boulevard. Turn right and stop. You will receive more instructions then. Press eject now. A car wash. Take the car through it. You will receive further instructions then. Press eject now.
Whoa. Hot wax?
I guess so.
$5.
I'll take it now, Mr. Campbell. Don't look back. Just pass it. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Yes, of course. The map and inventory reports tell you everything. Do you have the money? If you want, I'll take you there myself.
That won't be necessary. I'll take you.
Job Tabib Huna.
Is there a doctor here?
Is there a doctor here?
Go deep, Moan. Deep.
I have an abscess, hernia, constipation.
Abscess. I got a hernia.
عندي دم فتاق
I'm sorry.
That's okay, Mona. We'll try the tip drill later.
What is this, an office or a practice field?
All in the line of duty, Melville. Mona's honing her skills.
Yeah, it's for the ISI picnic, Mr. Greenspan. It's going to be a touch football game.
Bosses against the secretaries.
Strange, you never told me about that. I used to play football in grade school. I was a tight end.
Really?
Doesn't matter. I won't have time to practice. I'm planning on representing ISI at Abdul Mukhtar's Peace of the Middle East conference.
Oh, really? Is that the Major's plan, too? Because I have a feeling he'll want someone that can speak Arabic.
That's why I'm learning. How you job Tabib Huna?
Good icebreaker, Melville. Is there a doctor in the house? Naam ana tabib. I just said that I'm a doctor, and then you say, "What's up, Doc? Think you can handle that?"
I've only been learning for a week.
Oh, why do I have the feeling that I'll get the peace conference assignment?
I will get it because you will be unavailable. I have another assignment for you.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous Affairs has been asked to provide a leader for a visiting troop of the International Order of Cheerful Chipmunks.
The what?
They're an outdoor organization for the children of diplomats.
Oh, I've heard about them, Mr. Greenspan. They call their leader the nut keeper.
What happened to the regular nut keeper?
He was unavailable and unable to accompany them.
Probably cracked up. Sorry, Melville. Come on, Mona, let's try the button hook.
Oh, may I, excuse me, Mr. Greenspan? Just please.
The Chipmunks are having a 3-day camp out at the old Burial Training Grounds. Now, look, I gave you an official assignment. They're waiting in the conference room now. Adderly.
Sorry, Mr. Greenspan.
Get Monk.
Okay, Chipmunks, what do we know about doing a good deed?
We don't help an old lady across the street unless we know she wants to cross the street.
Good. What else? We try to do it when?
When people are watching.
Right. Now, who knows how to build a campfire? Rudy,
Or use a magnifying glass on leaves.
anybody know a quicker way? What about a match?
Where are you gonna get matches in the woods?
The same place you got the magnifying glass.
What if we don't have matches?
Then you don't go out in the woods.
How come our nut keeper never taught us any of this stuff?
Probably didn't think you're ready for it.
Adderly, are you in here?
Okay, you can get your trail rations from the candy machine in the hallway. Go.
Single file. Hey, take your time. Be good little chipmunk. The major wants to see us.
Melville, isn't there some way we can fake this field trip?
Try not to upset him. He's trying to quit smoking.
Again?
Oh, no. Kids, get off that candy machine.
Thank you, Harrington. We'll find Campbell for you.
Thanks, Major, and call me as soon as you learn something.
Who's Campbell?
Ralph Campbell, a clerk in the archives. He went to lunch yesterday and hasn't come back.
I'd be glad to look for him, Major.
I have another assignment for you, Adderly.
Sir, Adderly already has an assignment.
Would you like me to stand guard over your cigar box, Major?
Not funny, Adderly. I'm afraid my request takes precedence, Melville. Prince Abdul Mukhtar.
Sir, that's precisely the man for whom I've been honing my skills.
Greatly to your credit, I'm sure. Prince Mukhtar is meeting here with like-minded Arab leaders before the Pan-Arab Conference in Khartoum next month.
Why here?
I presume because if they met elsewhere, the guest countries might be suspicious of their host.
Security for a peace conference. Well, it isn't Paris, but...
Your assignment isn't security, Adderly. Security will be provided by field agents.
While
you do whatever it is that is necessary to make the prince and his guests happy, theater tickets, tips on shopping, that sort of thing.
I'm going to be a tour director.
Call it what you like. There's a cocktail party tomorrow, and the meeting is on Thursday. This will give you all the details.
Sir, I can do the job. I've even learned Arabic. Ho yugad nabi bahula. That means, can I get a taxi? A room for the night.
All right.
Sir, Adderly's present assignment requires a man, and he's the only man in our department.
You're being too modest, Melville. What is the assignment?
Well, actually,
It's the nut keeper for a colony of chipmunks.
Made to order for you, Melville. Dismissed.
Hello, darling.
Helen.
You missed our morning swim. What's the matter?
Well, I am worried.
There's nothing to be concerned about. The conference will go exactly as we planned.
No, I'm thinking about Adderly. I wish you would agree to make this a permanent relationship.
Take your press secretary's advice. You're going too fast. I need more time.
How much more time?
I thought you said Kemal Favre wasn't coming to the conference.
He is an important supporter of peace in his country. I had to invite him.
I think that was a mistake.
Mr. Greenspan, got everything ready for you.
is Adderly around?
No, he left about half an hour ago for, he's going to set up Prince Mukhtar's reception.
Good. I don't want any cracks, Mona.
Mr. Greenspan, no, I wouldn't crack about this. It's most becoming. Oh, Mr. Greenspan, it's you.
What seems to be the problem?
Oh, well, what is the problem with this? Well, the problem is, you see, is that it's not what you ordered at all. This seems to be this outdoor stakeout kit instead of an outdoor survival kit.
No problem, Mona. It's exactly what I ordered.
Mr. Greenspan, no, come on, no, this whole thing, this is all the comforts of home.
Yes, I am not eating nuts and berries while Adderly gets to sip champagne with Spring.
In the first place, Mr. Greenspan, Muslims don't drink, and in the second place, when you go out there, you know, you're supposed to be teaching those little boys how to survive in the wilderness.
They'll survive their way. I'll survive mine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when I get to the campsite, I'm going to be in the lap of luxury. 1, 2, 3.
Do you think you're going to be able to get to the campsite, Mr. Greenspan?
I'll manage, Bill. I'll manage.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think we might have to have some native bearers for this one.
Dr. Favre, what are you doing here?
I have an urgent message for you. I wanted to deliver it privately.
Then do so and get out.
It would be to your advantage to be called home, wherever your homeland is these days.
I have no intention.
What you have is no choice.
Spare me the lecture.
Very well, but I know what you are doing. And I am ordering you. Leave this country tomorrow, or face the consequences.
Morning, Chipmunks.
Good morning, Uncle Melville.
Nothing like a night under the stars to make a chipmunk want to gather nuts.
When are you gonna make breakfast?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm not making you breakfast. Mother Nature made it for us. We just have to go out and find it. You're here to learn to live off the land, to survive on what Mother Nature gave us. Now, let's have inspection. Keep everything... Oh, hey, no...
Mother Nature gave Uncle Melville a TV.
No, that's good. The TV. Thank you.
Mother Nature the microwave?
No, we have popcorn for later. No, please, now put everything... Attention! Thank you.
Professor, Mrs. Farouk, so good of you to come. May I present my press attaché, Miss Helen Zeman.
Charm.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, I wouldn't have missed this for anything, Abdul. I'm a student of hopeless causes.
But you're an educator. Can't you change that?
Well put, my dear. Perhaps we can make you less of a cynic, Professor.
I look forward to the time.
Good afternoon, Prince Mukhtar.
Camille, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Hello, Miss Zinon. I'm surprised to see you here. I heard a rumor that you had urgent business back home.
My place is with Prince Mukhtar, Dr. Favre. Hopefully that will not change. Come, darling.
Prince Mukhtar. I'm Adderly, ISI.
Oh, yes. Welcome, Mr. Adderly.
ISI, do we need an intelligence presence? No offense, sir, but we are talking of a peace meeting.
I'm miscellaneous affairs, ma'am. We don't do anything aggressive. Not much passive, either. I'm your social director.
Helen is my press attaché and always says exactly what is on her mind. This is a part of her Greek heritage.
You're from Greece. Voro nasas fero enapoto?
Your accent is very good.
Well, if you two will excuse me, I think I should mingle with my guests.
Are you thirsty? Would you like a drink?
Thank you, I'm dying for a lemonade.
Do you spend much time in Greece?
Unfortunately, no, now that I'm Prince Mukhtar's press secretary. Have you been to Greece?
Only Athens. I sailed from there to Knossos and Crete.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Very much. We have nothing like the Greek islands here. Maybe you and the prince would like to come for a tour of the city tomorrow. We have many historical sites.
I'm sure I would enjoy it, but Abdul has a meeting with his finance minister at noon, and that will take some time. Excuse me.
Peace in the Middle East.
Your Highness.
Come here. Would you excuse me, Miss James?
Of course.
Are you having a good time?
Yes, but I would feel better if Helen were not among us.
She told me at our meeting. I understand your fears, but as a man of peace, I ask you to believe that the leopard can change its spots.
Women like Helen do not change.
Well, I'm certain you are wrong, but I have asked her to leave rather than cause you discomfort.
When?
Tonight. If you wish to say goodbye, I myself am driving her to the airport at 5:30.
I know how you feel about this woman, Abdul, and I know this decision was not easy.
The bruised feelings of one man? This is a small price to pay for your contribution to peace, Camille.
I will drop by to say goodbye. Thank you.
Come on, chipmunks, let's hit the trail. Oh, no, don't put the popcorn out.
Hi, gang.
Hey, stay there. Stay there. Thank you.
Rough night in the woods, Melville?
Adderly, I knew Major Clark would change his mind and make you take over. Come on, out of the car.
Mr. Adderly's taking over!
Wait a minute, I'm not taking over. Major Clark didn't change his mind, but I've got to see him, and he won't see me unless you make the appointment.
Well, I can't very well do that when I'm roughing it in the bush with these little monsters. Tell you what, you take over, I'll take the car back to the office, and just as soon as I make an appointment with...
Call him, Melville. Call him now.
Why should I? Give me one reason.
Because if you call him right now, I'll come back and help you as soon as I can.
Promise?
I promise. And I got you a present. I thought it might keep them busy so they don't have time to torment you. The sooner you call, the sooner I can help.
Records were made to be broken, Adderly. And you've broken your own world mark in freestyle speculation. To say nothing of the leap to conclusion without a net.
I haven't leapt to any conclusions, Major. I just said that Helen Zenon, who claims to be Greek...
is really an international terrorist.
That's not what I said. But I spoke to her in Greek, Major. I asked her if she was thirsty, and she didn't say anything.
Oh, rejection's a difficult thing to handle.
But when I asked her in English, she said she was dying for some lemonade.
Maybe she changed her mind.
I told her I sailed from Athens to Knossos and Crete. She asked me how I enjoyed the cruise.
Well, she shouldn't be left at large.
Athens is 26 miles from the sea, Major. That's where the marathon distance comes from.
Proving she isn't much of a sports fan.
And Knossos is the ancient name for Crete.
Does every Greek know that?
Every educated one does. She's not what she claims.
Adderly, these flights of fancy of yours make old habits difficult to break.
I know what you mean, Major.
Just execute your assignment and leave the investigations to the investigators and make me happy by making the prince happy, understand?
Yes, Major. Major, they say the first couple of days are the toughest.
This way, Camille.
I'm glad Helen decided not to cause any problems.
I'm still not convinced that she intended to cause us harm.
Well, I will sleep much happier knowing that she is gone. Where is she?
You are much too impatient. She will be alone.
I'm sorry. You must think that I do not trust you.
Camille, trust is the way to peace.
Perhaps I can make it up to you when we meet in Khartoum.
Oh, there she is.
Where?
The desk clerk said she came through the lobby in a bathing suit.
There she is. If she gets out of that pool, you keep her busy. I need time to check her room.
Well, Adderly, I don't know what to talk to her about.
Well, she's a press secretary. Say you're a reporter and...
What? Improvise, right. Great. Improvise. Hi. Yes? I'm Mona Ellerby from News Today magazine. I was wondering if you could give me, an exclusive interview with the prince. It would mean so much to me. I got this boss, right? He thinks a woman's place is in the typing pool.
I'm sorry.
No, please, this means a lot to me. You're a press secretary. You know how hard it is to get ahead in this business.
If you'll excuse me, I've an appointment.
Miss Zenon, I got a deadline right now. Come on, let's just see a little, sisterhood happening here.
The prince isn't giving any interviews. Good day.
Oh, gee.
No, I hate to see a pretty girl in distress. Would a drink help?
Yes. Thank you.
Still practicing for the game, Mom?
Oh, gee. Thank heavens, VH.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really neat of you.
Laying trail. One member of the troop is left behind. The others move off, marking enough trees to indicate their direction. Now, the one left behind has to follow to the next encampment. Okay, got that?
How do we work the trees, Uncle Melville?
It's against the law to cut into them. I just happen to have a can of spray paint with me.
We're not using spray paint. We're using Mother Nature's paints. All we have to do is find some red berries and squeeze them. Now, who wants to be first follower?
Uncle Melville.
Reg, I knew I could depend on you. Okay, Chipmunks, let's move on. Reg, give us a half-hour start.
I didn't volunteer, Uncle Melville. Look, it says right here that the nut keeper shall be the first follower so that no one has to be left alone till all have learned to lay trail. Come on, guys. Half hour will be fine, Uncle Melville.
Creeps.
Okay, so what is the dry suit for?
I don't know. I've seen her itinerary. She doesn't have time to go scuba diving. And why would anybody bring a hamster halfway around the world with them?
Well, I still think that it might be a pet that she's very attached to. Come on, my Aunt Louise, she's got a basset hound she takes everywhere with her. She says that he misses her.
A basset hound, maybe, Mona, but a hamster? Anyway, any animal coming into this country from the Middle East would have to be quarantined, which means that she bought the hamster here.
Right. Okay. Why did she buy it then?
Exactly.
You gonna go to Clack about this?
Are you kidding? The Major's disposition is a tad fragile at the moment. I don't want to say anything that'll make him reach for a cigar.
It's not my fault.
Is anybody there? The game's up, Chipmunks. Oh. Hello? Melville Greenspan. I'm on the right path. Debbie is not going to believe this. Oh. Major Clark, I deserve a citation. Security. Hello? Anybody home? Huh? Hello? Is anybody in there? Hello? Hello? Melba Greenspan. Anybody here?
Okay, thanks. Bye. Cindy in profiles is sick, so we can't get it. Maybe you ought to talk to the prince.
I won't listen to anybody he thinks is a tour director.
I really think he ought to be told.
Let's face it, Mona. We know she's not what she seems, and we know she's up to something. We don't know what she's up to or who she is. Surprised the prince doesn't suspect anything.
Well, you do it to me all the time. Come on, Adderly, lighten up. Teach me some plays.
There's only one play that you should know, Mona.
What's that?
CF.
What's CF?
See if you can get clear and I'll hit you.
Miscellaneous affairs. He's what? Well, have you looked for him? Okay, where are you? Now, you stay right there and we'll be right over. Okay.
Don't tell me. One of the chipmunks is missing.
The one missing is the nut keeper.
How are you guys so sure he fell in?
Somebody did. We heard a yell.
Yeah, we figured he'd come over and chew us up. And when he didn't, we went looking for him, but then he was gone.
If it was him.
If there's a pit in the neighborhood, Greenspan would have fallen in it.
We didn't mean for him to get hurt.
What?
Come on. It's Melville, all right. And he's traveling blind. How you guys fixed for whistles? Spread out up there, go in teams of 2. Mona and I'll go that way. First guy that sees him, blow your whistle. Go.
Oh, VH, you think we have a chance of finding him?
Well, we have a better chance than they do, Mona. He would have gone downhill.
What? Oh, right, because downhill always leads to water, and water always leads to civilization.
No, because he's Melville. Downhill's easier.
Do you think maybe he's, like, stunned, VH?
Let's put it this way, Mona. Little Uncle Melville is always stunned.
Adderly. Is it?
It's not Melville. Use both eyes, Mona. Won't look any worse.
What do you think it is?
R.C. Something's been ripped off his coat, like a government badge. His tie is a Campbell tartan. Now, Mona, this might be stretching it a bit, but there's a clerk in military archives named Ralph Campbell, and he's missing.
Well, do you think that...
It'll be worth a phone call. Okay, hold it, kid. I need a couple of volunteers to stand guard.
Come on, guys.
I'll give you $10.
Each.
Didn't realize chipmunks were so shrewd. Okay, the rest of you guys continue looking for Mr. Greenspan. Same groups of 2. Up the hill. You 2 down by the road. Come on, Mon.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Harrington, please.
This is Harrington. What do you want? I'm a busy man. I don't like to be interrupted.
It's about your man Campbell.
Oh, what about him?
We found a body in a field on the old ISI training ground near Brookfield. We think it might be Campbell.
You think?
I'd like you to come out and identify the body. Look for a couple of chipmunks.
For what?
I mean, 2 boys. They're keeping watch. The body was found on a camping trip.
Well, tell the kids to be careful.
We've got a weapons depot located on the western boundary of that site.
Weapons? What kind of weapons?
Oh, explosives, CW material. A lot of out-of-date stuff, but it shouldn't be messed with.
Okay, thanks for the information.
What is going on?
There's a weapons storage depot near here. I want to make sure that... Okay, Chipmunks, listen up. There's been a change of plans. I want you to stay here. We'll be back as soon as we find Uncle Melville.
Wait a second. You think that Mr. Greenspan has wandered into a
You never know, Mona, but he has an uncanny ability to find trouble. That's the weapons area.
Adderly, why would he go in there? The sign says security area.
Maybe he's looking for help. There he is.
It's all right?
This is all your fault, Adderly.
He's fine, Mona. What happened, Melville?
What happened was you left me in the woods with a pack of monsters.
I mean, after that, how'd you get here?
I don't know, I just remember falling in this canyon, and then I don't know, I remember coming over and seeing security, and then...
What's this? This lock's been blown off.
I didn't do that.
I know you didn't, Melville. Phenyl nitrate.
What's that?
20 years ago, it was an experimental nerve gas. We had to abandon the experiment.
Why would they do that?
Too unreliable. Couldn't tell if it was alive or inert. And one of the units is missing.
Well, someone stole a nerve gas? Why?
Now, the first question is who? And I think I can answer it. Helen Zenon. Mona, the Prince's Conference has attracted every Arab dignitary interested in peace. And with one canister of this gas, she could kill them all. Bingo.
Adderly, are you sure about all this?
She was testing it, Mona. That's how the hamster turned up dead near the nerve gas.
And you think she killed Campbell, too?
Well, that's how she found out about the storage depot in the first place. It's also a nice secluded little spot to dump a body.
2 birds with 1 stone, huh?
Well, wish me luck.
Adderly, I don't think you should be going into this all alone.
No.
It is ISI policy that all employees must assist agents when operational personnel are not available.
You just made that up.
Okay, please. I just please let me.
Do you promise to do what I say and stay out of trouble?
Thank you.
Let's go.
Is Major Clark not going to authorize any backups?
He left word with his secretary not to take my calls. Something about the next few days being the toughest.
Even if it's a matter of life or death?
Especially if it's a matter of life or death.
Professor Farouk.
Ah, Your Highness. When will we be starting?
In about 10 minutes, Professor.
Helen has a presentation to make. Then the banquet.
Yes, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go and prepare myself.
Of course. Now,
Lucky man.
So, what's with the dry suit?
You need an airtight shield when you're testing nerve gas, Mona. Otherwise, they bury you along with the hamster. Remember, don't do anything. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay, where is she?
I don't know. She'll be here soon. Stay put. I'm going to talk to the prince.
Yes, we'll speak again later.
Excuse me, Your Highness. I need to talk to you about your press secretary. It's important.
I'm always happy to talk about that. We have a few minutes. Come with me.
No, but he's already not. I go.
Now, what can you tell me about Nadja that I do not already know?
Nadja? I'm afraid you've got the advantage on me.
In more ways than one. You know her as Helen Zenon.
You're working together on this.
How perceptive of you. What a pity you will not be alive to share your perception.
I bring the dishonorable death you deserve.
Turn around. Now!
42, 21.
Good catch, Mo.
Hi.
Hi, Mo. Where's Uncle Melville?
Chipmunks came back on the bus. He wasn't on it.
Wasn't on it. What happened?
Apparently, they told him to wait at this place while they went to get help. They came back, and he was gone.
Wandered off again?
I did not wander off.
Mr. Greenspan.
Uncle Melville?
Don't Uncle Melville me. Can you believe, after all that happened, they expected me to fall for the old wait here until the bus comes trick? I had no trouble hitching a ride.
In what?
A cement truck.
Mr. Greenspan, listen, they weren't trying to trick you, okay? I happen to know that they thought you were the most fun nut keeper they'd ever had.
And apparently they've had a great many nut keepers.
I wonder why.
And also, they are going to carve you a plaque in their wood carving class, and they want you personally to lead them to their annual jamboree next month.
I can't. I have a few pressing engagements.
Shame on you, Uncle Melville. There's nothing more pressing than ministering to the youth of today.
Let someone else minister to them. I'm through being a nut keeper.
Then it's back to being just one of the nuts.
So did the delegates get to the airport already?
Yeah. They came by here first to thank Clack for his assistance.
Should have thanked you.
Us, but that's okay. They left Clack with a token of their appreciation.
What was the token?
A very large box of cigars.